You said that with the youth exchange that you see that people that maybe you thought before didn't have morals, and I know how you mean that. Like you see something from afar, maybe cultural products broadly, TV programs, something like that, and by meeting these people in person, you realize that actually they have traditions that they adhere to, they have cultures that are sometimes very conservative, sometimes they're very liberal, but that there's a range, and that also you've said that some of their reactions was that, hey, these folks are not terrorists after all. They actually don't ride camels. They don't live in the desert. So you were talking about misperceptions, right?
Yes, of course.
Does anybody want to talk maybe more about misperceptions? Because I personally feel that right now that's one of the biggest problem areas that we have for building peace and building tolerance, is that the media is so very selective in what it shows us. And especially in sort of the current political atmosphere in the U.S., I know that that the media is sort of part of the power structure, so that when the president makes a decision, the media, even though it pretends to somehow be liberal, it really does the things that creates a following for the decision. So right now, for example, the president has said that 20,000 more troops are going to Iraq. Now, one party is arguing that.
Yes.
The media is acting like they are awed by it, like they can't believe it. But the coverage still sort of builds into it happening. So, like, we're not, like, for example, and I'll give this example. If we as an American populace, if we were seeing the level of, say, destruction and death that's happening in Iraq, that might make us be a lot more resistant to sending 20,000 more people. But because the media limits us from seeing that, and they do, I mean, they show a little bit, but they don't show the breadth of it, then we don't become outraged. So I'd like to talk to you more about that. You see firsthand with the youth exchanges that there are misperceptions about your culture. Let that be the lead-in, and maybe tell me what you feel about those misperceptions and how you find them problematic. Like, is that the problem? Is that why peace at a bigger level, say country to country, can't work?
Well, okay.
Ahmed's going first, so.
Okay, I'm going first. Mass media and the main media, they don't show everything for the people. Like, for example, if you look me and Boogie over here, when we first met, we have to kiss each other. For a lot of Europeans in America, you will have this like, we are gays. But this is not true, because this is how the tradition works over here. When two men, see each other, they have to kiss. While at the same time, when we see the internet or stuff like this, you might, if you are from Egypt, you definitely see that all the beaches are nude beach. So what the hell? It's not like this. People have different perceptions about each other because they don't actually meet. And the mass media, they don't cover actually in truth. So they control what the average people see. So another example, people in Europe don't know what's happening actually in Iraq and in the United States as well. So in the United States now they are sending more people to Iraq. But maybe the people over there, if they really saw what's happening in Iraq, maybe they will not agree on this. And on the other hand, people here in Egypt, they are so concerned on their matters over here. And suddenly there's a peace building and there's like, how do you call it? Agreement between Egypt and the Gulf area and Jordan and United States to have against terrorism. So if they see what's happening in like Palestine, they may don't agree to go to this cooperation. So it's about what the people see. People doesn't have the access to the whole information. Maybe nowadays there start a lot of movements by individuals using the internet and blogs and all this stuff to see to show the world what's happening, to show the world what's happening really in the country, not like what the mass media filterizing every single news happening to the world. No, they just tell the world what's happening. But not all the people go to the internet. Not all the people like can follow what's happening. So if we are talking about misconceptions happening mainly is because of the coverage of the media injustice of delivering the information. Does anybody have any comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, so hold your thought for just 1 second. I want to just say, I think it's on point. You know, when I told a lot of my friends that I was coming with this project to Egypt, I had 2 people I remember was like, wow, I'd be really scared to go to Egypt right now. And I just thought, well, why would you be scared? But I mean, you know, you're right. I mean, there are a lot of misconceptions right now. And you know, I mean, some of that has to do specifically in the U.S. I don't think that a lot of people, I think a lot of people picked up on some of the 9/11 pilots were from Egypt, and that even though that's just kind of one point in time, that's all they maybe remember, and they don't kind of think, well, you know, that's just one person.
Yeah.
So.
I think I have to tell my name first.
Yeah, please remind me.
My name is Amir. I'm SDA member. I think the point of media is really one of the most important issues which is affecting the communication and relation between not just people in each country, but also governments. Like the effect of the media is really, I can say, more powerful in the last years because of the big technology of the internet and